President Tinubu receives letters of credence from 4 new envoys. Plus, teachers and students of Government Science Technical College Garki showcase entrepreneurship skills.
A very good evening and thank you very much for joining us on the news at 7 p.m. on Nta Channel 5 Abuja. I am Mariam Abubakar Kara. We begin from the presidency, where 4 new envoys today presented letters of credence to President Bola Tinubu. The new envoys include Pascal Salvaggio, High Commissioner of Canada in Nigeria, and Legas Berenice Haile, Ambassador of Ethiopia. Others are Archbishop Michael Francis Grotti, the Apostolic Nuncio, representing the Vatican in Nigeria, and Julius Sandy as the High Commissioner, Sierra Leone. The envoys respectively had tete-a-tete with President Bola Tinubu. We shall bring you more details subsequently. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has launched Free to Shine Triple Elimination campaign in the country. The campaign and advocacy initiative of the African Union, AU, the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, and global partners seeks to check the spread of HIV and AIDS among children on the continent by preventing mother-to-child transmission of viral diseases. Flagging off the campaign in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, the First Lady says the goal of the campaign is to raise awareness, renew commitment, and take collective action against the scourge.
Among women of reproductive age, prevent mother-to-child transmission of HIV, that is also the vertical transmission, and to guarantee that every child born with HIV receives the necessary treatment and support to thrive. The ongoing challenges faced by these children highlight the urgent need for sustained action to improve prevention strategies, diagnosis, and access to treatment.
The challenges ahead are clear. To overcome them, we must adjust our policies, strengthen our partnership, and unite to prevent new infections to save lives. I assure Your Excellencies that the subnationals are fully committed to this program. We will work with you to raise awareness, mobilize resources, and ensure that people living with HIV receive the care they need to live healthy, productive lives.
We're also focusing on health outcomes, and HIV, syphilis, TB, as well as hepatitis and other diseases through the primary healthcare system, through public health interventions, are some things that we are focusing on. The health
Was witnessed by wives of state governors and development partners. Away from the presidency, Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has announced it will embark on a nationwide protest against the recent 50% increase in the telecommunications tariffs approved by federal government. This was part of a communique issued by the union after its National Administrative Council meeting. The protest is set to take place on Tuesday, February 4, 2025, following the rejection of tariff hike by members who described it as unjustifiable. NLC says the increase will further burden Nigerians already grappling with economic hardship and therefore directed all its affiliates and state councils to begin full mobilization ahead of the protest. Developed nations are currently caught in the middle of a supremacy battle in the world of science and technology. And while they are at it, Nigeria is not just standing by as teachers and students of the Government Science and Technical College, Area 3, Garki, Abuja, are leading Nigeria's frontier to become one of the big tech players converting waste to wealth. Hadiza Godwin Ebony visited the school to check out some brilliant works and other innovative moves by the students.
This is an incredible story of brilliance and reasoning out of the box. The young innovators and investors say creativity using waste is not only innovative, but helps to protect the health of citizens in an environment filled with biodegradable materials as waste. This attempt, they add, is also with a view to improving on the revenue profile of the society with the creation of locally made products.
We produced reusable sanitary pads from waste banana trunks, biogas from bio-waste, and composite floor and wall tiles from waste plastics. Our project is aimed at solving the Sustainable Development Goals, most especially Goal 13, which is climate action. You can use it for 6 months or more than. Like when you use it now, after you have want to bathe, you now wash it. You put it inside the water to soak after the blood will remove, and you now wash it. Then some dries. When it comes dry now, you can use it again.
These waste animal bones, when they are being left, they affect the health of those people living within vicinities of abattoirs, causing a lot of disease to them because of the pathogens like bacteria and fungi, which causes global warming, in turn resulting to climate change. We came up with a solution of converting these waste animal bones and palm carnations into efficient vehicle brake pads.
The principal of Government Science and Technical College, Area 3, Garki, James Musakuta, says, with the innovations and inventions of the students, if given more support and adequate equipment and materials, the products can be produced in commercial quantity for not just the economic growth, but for the prevention of the ozone layer.
There was a time we went into project and a teacher discovered that we can convert some waste products into ethanol, which is petrol, and we did that just in form of project. Apart from that, there was a time during this COVID-19 one day we were talking about is mostly hand washing, this and that. We came up with also what we call COVID washer. Instead of using your hand to operate the tap, we transfer it to the legs. You use your leg to operate the liquid soap. You use your right leg to operate the water. So no contamination of the system.
How do this brain converge in a place? Director, FCT Education Resource Center, Nimat Dawood Abdurrahim, explains the method of choosing the students.
For the Science and Technical College entrance examination, it's usually done after we must have finished the conduct of BC, that's the junior Y, and it's usually students are usually selected based on their science base, because the examination, why we do special examination for that is for us to be able to select people who are technically and scientifically inclined, because from the name Science and Technical Schools, it shows that it's strictly meant for science and technical oriented student.
Education, it says, important strides have been made for humanity through science and technology that have made life easier. Perhaps one of the greatest accomplishments of the knowledge-driven world was the management of the global outbreak of the novel COVID-19. This is proof that innovations and inventions save the world. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NTA News.
The Sultan of Sokoto and President General Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, NSCIA, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, has declared Friday, 31st January 2025 as the first day of Shaban 1446 after Hijrah. This is in a statement by the Chairman Sultanate Council Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Wazir Sokoto, Professor Sambowali Junaid. The declaration follows a report by the Sultanate Council Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs in conjunction with the National Moon Sighting Committee, which stated that there were no reports confirming sighting of a crescent moon from various committees across the country on Wednesday, 29th January 2025, corresponding to 29th Rajab 1446 after Hijrah. He maintains that Thursday, 30th January 2025 is 30th Rajab 1446 after Hijrah, and the committee's findings led to the Sultan's declaration. Peaceful coexistence, tolerance, and respect for constituted authority are factors that enhance socio-economic development of a nation. That was the consensual view of stakeholders during the 25th anniversary of the ascension to the throne of Ahmed Abdullahi Hassan as the first Yakanaji Uke. Christy Ayagwadaji tells us more.
Described by people as a detribalized leader, the first Yakanajan Uke, Ahmed Abdullahi Hassan's 2.5 decades reign thus far has brought peace, unity, progress, as well as transformed his kingdom to a cosmopolitan one. The Silver Jubilee was devoid of fanfare as special prayer was held to mark the day. Yakanajan Uke, Ahmed Abdullahi Hassan speaks on the royal joining.
We are always at the grassroots in order to provide dividend of leadership, self-empowerment, compassion and companion, enigma and sensation in order to build that humility in which the gesture and the trust that is bestowed upon us by our people, we shall always uphold it.
Al-Hassan Ado Dogwa, member representing Tudunwada Dogwa Federal Constituency, who holds the traditional title of Gadon Damasum Uke, among other dignitaries, acknowledged the positive impact of the Yakanaje on his subjects.
It's one emir that is distinct. It's one emir that is hardworking. He is committed and determined, especially when issues affect his people.
It's our mentor. The way it's leading, that's why we copy from him. So even our subjects too, I think they are seeing that we are doing the good thing.
And I really appreciate our emir in this Uke kingdom. He's a man of integrity. He's a man of people.
He's a man of people. He's an associate person. And he might always to add value for the people around him.
The occasion witnessed the turbaning of Serkin Baka. Two things go with leadership: exercising the responsibilities and enjoying the privileges. In Kefi, Christy Ayagwa Adaji, NTA News.
Kamar ta isa. Aini a zahiri 10x ce akan da. Barkata 10x.
Barkata 10 times zai ninka maka kyautar data da za ka yi duk abubuwan da kake so yi a yanar gizo. Ka yi kira na bidiyo, sauraron sauti kai tsaye, kallon allon bidiyo, jin waƙoƙi ko buga wasanni duk a yanar gizo.
Bai tsaya a nan ba. Za su bani naira 1000 kyauta, sannan za su bani kyautar data, su bani kyautar kira. Barka da zuwa.
Ninki 10 na datan da ka samu a wayarka zai baka damar yin duk abubuwan da kake son yi sau 10.
Iye? Duk wannan a barkata 10x?
Maza mu je mu karɓi namu barkata 10x. Maza ka je ka nemi layinka na Glo domin ka mori duk garabasar data na barkata 10 times tare da ninki 10 na duk abin da ka loda a wayarka. Duka datan ka za a ninka maka shi ninki ba ninki. Kyautar data na dare da kuma garabasar 1000 na barka da zuwa. Tuna nemo layinka na Glo ko ka matsa star 301 hash domin ka more wannan garabasar.
Glo Unlimited.
Thanks for staying tuned. Let's join Sandra Akeme for happenings around the globe. Welcome to the Globe. This week, we'll be diving into the latest stories that made headlines around the globe. I am Sandra Akeme. And now in Africa, thousands of people gathered in Niger and Burkina Faso to celebrate their country's withdrawal from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, effective Wednesday. The massive rallies also held in Mali demonstrated public support for the government's decision to leave the regional bloc. Similarly, in Burkina Faso, thousands gathered in Ouagadougou's Nation Square, waving flags and banners supporting the Alliance of Sahel States, a new regional grouping formed by the three countries. Moving to India, at least 39 worshippers lost their lives in a devastating stampede at India's Mahakubh Festival, the world's largest religious gathering. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed condolences to the victims' families, calling the incident extremely sad. Let's now move to the United States. The White House has rescinded a memo that froze federal aid, causing widespread confusion among agencies and recipients. The memo, issued by the Office of Management and Budget, had halted federal grants and assistance spending. The rescission follows a federal judge's temporary injunction blocking the memo and the Government Accountability Office examination of the president's action. Democrats have expressed concerns that the rescission may not be permanent. Let's go to the world of entertainment. The 45th Annual Razzie Awards, celebrating the worst films actors and directors of the past year, were announced on Tuesday. Lady Gaga received a nomination for Worst Actress for her role in Love for Sale. Other notable nominees include Will Ferrell for Worst Actor for his performance in Barbie and the Super Mario Bros. Movie for Worst Picture. Winners will be announced on March 17, 2025. That's all for the foreign news segment. Stay tuned for more news. I am Sandra Akemi. Over now to the sports desk for Sports Brief.
Napoli has turned down a £65 million offer from Galatasaray for Victor Osimhen's permanent transfer. Osimhen is currently on loan at Galatasaray until the end of the season, but the Turkish club doesn't have an option to make the move permanent. This rejection may lead to other clubs making a move for the Nigerian striker. Meanwhile, Oyo State government has rejected the cash rewards promised to the 1998 Shooting Stars team for winning the Domestic League and Waffle Cup titles. Instead, Governor Seyi Makinde has approved the allocation of land to the ex-players. The affected players and officials have vowed to continue their agitation until the promised rewards are fulfilled. This decision has sparked outrage among affected players and fans. Meanwhile, Ikorodu City FC secured a convincing 4-1 win over Kano Pillars in their MPFL March Day 21 encounter. Goals from Shola Adelani, Harrison Austin, Ayomide Cole, and an own goal from Rabiu Ali sealed the victory for the Oga Boys. This win moves Ikorodu FC up the MPFL table, boosting their chances of a top-flight finish. With Sports Brief, Wayne Lugo, NTA News.
Thank you very much for watching the English version of the news at 7 p.m. on Nta Channel 5 Abuja. Do stay tuned for the translations. Good evening.
Azani ba jila ba yeyi ba ki ba wai wize ko kwa wai wona na yo abada zaza ishan daje suma woni ye kwa ko ba ngai ai kituko da yiko na yo olurumi tunubu wala aweka guya no abaga aza antukotu no bafinya sambo na yiko no apabu igbege HIV bede AC na bage ajege nyasan yiko ni akoko ga agu nanu aitie woye gu ayoga woye ya nu ilori nko filo nu nkwara kin na bage amu abi anayi nu adada to ya san ko egodi ya gwamna yin ko kwara ya bedo nu azad na ma je baba yin sane jin ye shie je yin gbedokun a gwamnati a tintin ya nu banijin ba majin ba sun okun ga a gwamnati a tintin basa no gwamnati ye kwa zo kwa tintin awe majeyin kwa ngage ko yelo ko ikun penu sokoluko ko iwu ko bugbaun shi gwamnati la ogbega nge ajin apin aza ayiwe ndu akoko ya nu ashipon pele basa nu nzajin we dabo wo za de nu ohun yin bayin ngage nshokwa ye kwa ye gbedogun ye da denu osabe sase jiche ba ku abaje nsepaye bayin gangan talata wi kakapia nko nami wona pe hu anyi babo kun pe nu zokoluko bayi wu ba bugba hu bayi gangan bataye de lohun bayin gangan iwe bebe nu aboko ko ilawo nseyin ko wulo nje Osanu jiwi te shi bia gala nko che passion aje ede gbegbe konu ko wa nua tawolon aje apa sheshefui gbabie tuko nu asala da sepa nanu ayiknie na ayo Muhammad Saad Abubakar wogu gnage nsu nko belen ajumawi makaje pyaye wona an pye shi ta te mai kakara akon be jin yin pye musin an pye ajoku salaya shin kpeje da bedogun salaya woni jin waziri sokotanya na yo professor Sambo Walid Janaid woni da de yakwai won gange adade nu na baige kwa ga asala da buzanga atuko tunu apya wei ye yebo nuwa gange nnaye nje makaje pye wona pye shita ko ne jin pye kmasin kokoi nanu apya an pye ajoku salaya amaje obota ni kwa zeyi anyi nsiasun saisu.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí yàrá ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ NTA ìkànnì karùn-ún nílùú Àbújá. Abímbọ́lá Ọlábísí lórúkọ tèmi jẹ́. Ìyàwó ààrẹ ilẹ̀ wa ìyẹn Olúrẹ̀mí Tinubu ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àgbékalẹ̀ kan láti polongo àtànkà àrùn HIV/AIDS láàrin àwọn ògo wẹrẹ wa ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Ìpolongo ọ̀hún jẹ́ èròǹgbà àgbájọ àwọn ìyàwó ààrẹ ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso àjọ ọ̀rẹ́dẹgbẹ́ ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ pẹ̀lú àfojúsùn láti rí i dájú wípé kò sí àkóràn àrùn látara ìyá sí àwọn ọmọ ọwọ́. Níbi ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìpolongo ọ̀hún ní Ìlọrin tí ṣe olú ìlú ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara, ìyàwó ààrẹ sọ pé àfojúsùn ìpolongo náà ní láti má jẹ́ kí ti ará ìlú di sí àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí àti láti jùmọ̀ kojú àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn náà. Àwọn ìyàwó gómìnà, àwọn gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ àti àwọn alábàáṣe ìdàgbàsókè ló péjọ síbi ìfilọ́lẹ̀ náà. Agbẹjọ́ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa ìyẹn NLC ti kéde ìpinnu láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìwọ́de jákèjádò ilẹ̀ yìí lójúnà àti fi ẹ̀hónú wọn hàn nípa ìdíyelé ìdá 50% lórí owó ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ èyí tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ fọwọ́ sí. Ẹgbẹ́ NLC sọ èyí lẹ́yìn ìpéjọ èyí tí ìgbìmọ̀ alákòóso ẹgbẹ́ náà ṣe. Wọ́n sọ di mímọ̀ pé ìwọ́de ọ̀hún yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Ìṣẹ́gun ọjọ́ 4 oṣù kejì ọdún yìí. Ẹgbẹ́ NLC sọ síwájú sí wípé ìdíyelé yìí yóò mú ìnira bá ará ìlú pẹ̀lú bí ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ wa ṣe rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Nítorí ìdí èyí, ó darí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ àti ìgbìmọ̀ ní àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ pé kí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kórajọ ṣáájú ìwọ́de náà. Sultan Sokoto tó sì jẹ́ ààrẹ gbogbogbò ìgbìmọ̀ tó ga jùlọ fún ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sìn Islam lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ìyẹn Mohammed Saad Abubakar ti kéde ọjọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ 21 oṣù kínní ọdún yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọjọ́ kínní oṣù Sha'ban tó kọ́gun sí oṣù Ramadan. Àtẹ̀jáde kan tí alága ìgbìmọ̀ alámọ̀ràn fún Sultan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn ìyẹn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Sambo Wale Junaid fi léde ló sọ èyí di mímọ̀. Àtẹ̀jáde náà sọ síwájú sí wípé kò sí ìgbìmọ̀ kankan lára àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tó jábọ̀ wípé wọ́n rí oṣù ní ọjọ́ 29 oṣù kínní ọdún tá a wà yìí. Tó ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ṣókí náà ṣáà ní ọbẹ̀ ògè kò ní jù báyìí lọ nínú ìròyìn wa fún tàṣálẹ́ òní. Ilé àkọsí Abímbọ́lá Ọlábísí lorúkọ tèmi jẹ́ mo sì kí wa pé ire ojú òun ire ire o.